Hello? Is everything... is everything functional? But everything decides to... all my equipment just decides to break the second I decide that it's time to start streaming. KonClara, hello, good evening. If it's evening, you should say KonClara. Whoops. Hello. Define functional. Let's see. I think I'll turn down the BGM. There we go. Hello. We're gonna be reviewing the cover from all those hour ago that I posted. And then we're gonna just be doing a Zatsudan, a chat Zudan, if one must. And one really mustn't. Oh boy, I'm very excited to talk about tonight's cover. I say tonight's cover as if it's gonna be, you know, like a daily thing. I have no idea how long it's going to be before I make another cover song. Honestly, I kind of decided to cover Telecaster B-Boy at the last minute. Well, I say last minute, it was a few weeks before my debut, but you know, you have to send it off for mixing, you have to edit the MV, you've got to draw the thing. A lot of time goes into this, let's see, 1 minute, 2 second video. Right, I'm going to be watching it, but there's not going to be any sound just for copyright reasons, so that's why we have BGM. Let me just make it so I can't hear the BGM, because otherwise it's going to really distract me. I have notes as well. Look at me pretending to be prepared. That's not gonna last. Right. I do hope everything's working, because otherwise... LOL. I'm really proud with how the MV came out. I don't want to make a fool of myself now that it's nearly over. Right. So, is there... I think I'll just play it and then we'll see how it is. If you want to watch along, good luck, because I'm going to be skipping around a lot. But we've got the timestamp here, obviously. Right, what is it? Yeah, the first thing, obviously, I drew and I edited this video. It wasn't, I did say yesterday, I like being involved in things like this. You know, if you can't draw, and if you struggle with video editing and things like that, then obviously, you know, get someone else to do it. More power to you. That's why I got someone else to do the mixing for this. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. But I'm very proud of... I'm not as good at drawing as I used to be. But, you know, sometimes you get back into it just so you can do silly things like this. This isn't how I normally draw. Now if I full screen it, it's gonna go weird. This isn't how I normally draw. You can see the picture in the, this week's schedule. No, I can't show that here. I don't have a thing for it. Oh well. Normally I don't draw the hair this, I guess, segmented, with this many lines, basically. I'm closer to, you know, I didn't draw my model, but it's closer to what my model looks like. I tried to take inspiration from the art style of the actual MV, the short one, because for some reason Telecaster B-Boy decided it was a great idea to have a short MV and a long MV, and there is no intersection between the two. That's also, you know, part of the reason I covered the short version. When did I first heard this song, Kanade Izuru-san. He from Hollow Stars. Oh god, it's happening again. Kanade Izuru from Hollow Stars, he covered it a while ago. No idea when, but I found that, and then I loop it 50 times. So I didn't do nearly as well as he did, but you know what? Inspiration, we did it. It'll be very nice to be able to sing as well as Izuru-san one day, but that's a while off. I will say, I feel... God, when did I record this? Let me see if I can find some of the files. Where did the files go? I cannot find them, lol. Ba 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 da ba ba da ba ba ba. I got the mix back on the 17th, I believe. So, I think it was... No, because I remember asking, hey, I recorded this, like, 2 days ago. would you mind mixing it? I debut at the end of the year, and I'm very lucky that I got a yes on that. Everything, you know, you're meant to plan ahead for these kind of things, but it was very much on a whim. You know, the house was empty. I struggle with singing if I'm not either talking to someone or, like, completely assured that I am alone, because I really don't want to annoy people. I'm very fortunate that the people I live with don't seem to care very much. We're all off doing our own things. But I did notice, it's only been about half a month since I recorded this, and I already feel like my singing's getting a lot better. So, you know, practice. It's, you know, it's not like I'm not proud of this. I put in a lot of work, obviously. I just think it's interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'll probably end up singing it at some point. I'm a very musical person. Not in a, like, skill way, just in a kind of loo-loo-loo-loo-loo kind of way. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Let me, here we go. Oh, starting off. Okay, this is where Clara decided, well, maybe not here exactly, but this is the first sign of Clara deciding, hey, this is my MV, I make the rules. Normally it just says 60 seconds, but I was like, ma. That is inspired by the long version, because at the start there's a bird, and it goes ma, and you can see the hiragana for it. But that's not normally in the short version. So, you know, off to a great start, already desecrating the original. I'm very sorry, Suri-san. The brown text, that is not in the original MV. That was me saying, hey, wouldn't it be great if this thing had English subtitles, but not being happy with YouTube's captioning options. I know you can do fancy captions, but I don't have the tools to do that, or I don't know what the tools are to do that. So until I find that out, they're in the video. They're here forever. If you do, mentioning Izuru-san again, if you go look at his MV, you'll see the staff put very funky, fancy captions on there. Love that for him. Get that coin, girl? No, not that at all. But I just decided this was how I wanted to do things. But I should mention, I did not forget to draw my wings. They take up so much space. If we go like that, you can see how much space they take up. So I just didn't draw them. You know, nani oigaite dun dado, not that. They take up a lot of space. Honestly, already with my tail, I was kind of struggling because I think this text is meant to be a little bit more over to the left. So it was like, oh, what do I do? Oh, I've just noticed there's less space over here than there is over here. Ignore it! Oh, the MV ruined. I can't watch it ever again. Oh yeah, I tried to make the outfit based on my colors because in the original it's yellows or maybe oranges and green. I wanted to make it like me. If you see here, that's like the inside of my skirt here. Ah, beautiful. People were pointing out yesterday, by the way, oh, look at these. What's this little thing over here? Yeah, I have 4 ears. And you can... I don't know what you can do. There's nothing you can do, that's the point. Ha, got him. I try and keep them covered with my hair most of the time, if you can see here. Just because people won't stop. Oh, what's it like having 4 ears? I know, what's it like having 2? I'm sorry. I don't understand. I'll never understand you people. Because you'll never understand me. This is so sad. All the better to hear with. I can actually hear better with the ears on the side of my head than the top of my head. I've got really funky anatomy. I haven't actually had that many medical things since I appeared, was born? I'm not sure. Since I began my existence. But apparently I have very, very confusing physiology. I think is the word. Physiology, yes. Because, you know, where are my ear canals? I really need to get an x-ray. I feel like they can, you know... I mean, I'm lucky I haven't been dissected yet. We're talking about the cover. Come on, Clara. Ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba. Also, I will just mention, the Japanese text in general, it was a challenge. I had to do a lot of copy pasting. And not even that. I'll get to it when I think that it becomes relevant, but there was a lot of, oh, I've got to manually figure this out and not just copy paste it. Yay! Ba 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 da ba da ba ba da ba da. Yep, there we go. I just think this layout was good. It's normally just what is it? The credits for the actual song people, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Ah. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. I'm very proud of this. I've said that already. Keyframing this, or whatever the word is, absolute nightmare. Also, trying to figure out... I don't type up to down. I'm not good at this. But I wanted to make these kind of mirror each other. So we have the... Oh, this. It says, I believe, it's like chak-chaka. It's the guitar sound. I did not know how to translate that, so I didn't. But that was one example of, oh, finally, my hiragana knowledge is coming in useful for something. You can't copy and paste that from, like, the lyrics or something, because it's just not in the song. But I tried, and that's what's important. I think it came out well. Think being the key word. The way the English lyrics are split up does make them... I did have to find a way to... You can't have them read naturally and also read... What's the word? Well... You can't have them read naturally and... I like... What's the word? There isn't a word. What's the phrase I'm looking for? I don't like it when you split sentences like these in places that don't make sense. So I could have split it as the girl, the life, next line, philosopher spoke to. But I don't like doing that because I'm strange. I like things to scan properly. I want it to, this means something, and then this means something. And if you just have to, like, into a bird, what does that mean? I don't know what I'm talking about, and it's okay. I really should just get on with this. Yeah. Oh, 1-1. Dog sound. If you look here, let me sing along so we can get the timing. So it goes wah wah. Normally it's just this, but I was like, so I'm a Calmochi addict. I just thought it would be neat. There we go. I'm not sure where the line lies between making the MV your own and, not theft, but disgrace. But I'm very much hoping I didn't cross it. Oh yeah, this as well. What is that? Pichicato. Does that mean pizzicato? I'd ask why it wasn't written in katakana, but it's one of those songs where we're funky and things. I think maybe this is also an example of... Okay, this musunde, I think this is normally written in kanji, but it's an example of this song saying, no, or the MV saying, actually, we're gonna be funky today. Which was very fun, because I can't read the majority of kanji. So I kind of had to go by ear, like, okay, what does this say? What does it mean? Google search Romaji into hiragana. Let's go. But I realized halfway through editing the lyrics or whatever into the Japanese lyrics onto the screen, like, why doesn't this? Because I had the original MV kind of superimposed over it a lot of the time, like at 25% opacity or something, so I could make sure everything was vaguely in the right place. Normally the text is a lot smaller, but yeah, why did I make it bigger? Why did I change things? Because I thought it would work, and it did. Yeah. Making covers is hard. I didn't realize how much effort goes into it. I already knew that it was more than I'd think. But I mean, normally you're not meant to be doing all of this by yourself. But I'm ambitious. Kanji is hard, yes. I mean, maybe this is a blessing in disguise. No, the other thing about kanji, oh lord. Where is it? This is Tori, and in the font I was using, it's just what's the word? Pre-installed font. It's a pre-installed font with Windows. It just wouldn't. It just didn't look. It was just a different. It wasn't included for some reason. Why would you do that? So I had to frantically scroll through all my fonts being like, does this look the same? Does this look the same? So if anyone who can actually read Japanese thinks this looks funky, I'm so sorry. I tried so hard. Yeah. Oh, no, there we go. Yeah, this was, when it's things like katata, and it's just one word in English, I was honestly at some point considering just having it go but I like having things be readable, you know. You know? I say as if I've been through this whole rodeo before. Yeah. This was not the way ideally I would have split this up, but I prefer kind of, I guess not readability, but whatever I've got going on here to the aesthetic, unfortunately. Also, you know, tail takes up extra space, so more stuff has to go at the top. But you know what? I worked with it, and we tried our best, and just saying, the way I indented this, I'm just very happy with it. I think actually the way I indented this was, I superimposed? I had it so the text was going to the right. Like, if you look at the chat, the text is going, it's aligned, that's the word, it's aligned to the left. I aligned this to the right, and then I just hit the spacebar a bunch. Editing isn't real. Videos can't hurt you. Oh, there we go. Pop on! This. Pain! Pain. This took a while. The thing about this, firstly, the font I was using writes ri a different way, because it's kind of the difference between a handwritten ri versus a computer-typed ri. There are letters in English that have that. You know fancy G's or fancy Z's or whatever? It's like that. Or when you have the 0 with the line or the 7 with the line, but you don't write it like that. It's something, it's vaguely akin to that, where you can handwrite something differently versus to how you would type it, or how it would appear in like a typeset font. The original MV had it like this. The font that I was using didn't, so this is a different font from the rest of it. And then the fun part, she lied, the fun part was getting in the original, what is it, it's kind of jumping out and kind of spinning a little bit, I think, the font is. It's just this. This was all me. Oh, the triangles as well. I made the triangles in Clip Studio Paint. I tried my best. I color picked from the original, and then I increased the saturation a bit because the gold is my gold, not the original yellow that they used. I don't know if this counts as gold or yellow. It appears differently on my different monitors, I don't know. This is me going about every 3 frames and changing the, what's the word? Yeah, if you see here. I make it so they don't change at the same time because I felt that was a little bit too obvious looking. But this is me highlighting one letter, changing the font size by about 6 or 10 or 12 or something. Depends on which one it is. I wasn't going for frame accuracy at this point. I was going for, does it work? Cool. I had it in Vegas Pro 15, by the way. My computer, I tried using After Effects once, and never again. My computer just can't run it. Maybe one day, if I make £1 million off of Super Chat revenue, in 50 years from now, I will buy a proper gaming PC, in quotes, that'll actually be able to run programs better than MS Paint. God, I used to edit off like a laptop, and that took 3 years to render, and then I rendered something on this. Her name's Rochan. This is my computer. Hello. Pat, 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 pat. I'm sorry I used you as a foot rest so much, Rochan. Yeah, the first time I rendered something on Rochan, I was like, wow, this computer's great! And I think the only reason I thought that is because it's got glowy lights in the front. I tried. But then I tried. I also, you know, Adobe, yikes. Expectations versus reality, that's what that is. But this wasn't some effect thing. This was hand done. The triangles are not on a separate layer, they are part of the background, and I just kind of spliced them in. This is normally just like the golden or the yellow screen. I don't remember where I got the idea to do the tiny bits of lip sync, but I'm very happy with how it came out. God, how many mouth forms did I draw? About 4 or 5 extra ones, I think. I hope it doesn't sound weird. I know you can't hear it, but I hope it doesn't sound weird to me if I play it at 0.5 times. It sounds so stretched, it's okay. Gorinja. Desu Gorinja. I'm proud of how that appears now. I hope people were surprised by that, because that's not normally. It's not in any of the versions of the MV. That was a Clara Stellamari original. We did it, boys. And then this, trying to figure out where to put the captions. Actual nightmare. That's fun, especially since because they're covered up by the character in the original thing. But then also, where do I put the extra stuff? And I wanted to make sure that it was vaguely readable, so that's why it's B and then boy. There we go. Look at me pretending to read. If you've listened to any other covers, now is the time that I bring up. I made 2 really glaring pronunciation errors in this. And they're right next to each other. I'll just go over them. I know you can't hear, but take my word for it. I wouldn't tell you if I wasn't incredibly ashamed of myself. I pronounce that as uaini because I was gonna make an excuse about the Japanese reading of it. It's uo. This is originally Chinese, so it's oaini. Or it's woaini, I think. Uoaini. I don't speak a word of Chinese. I know ni hao and I know mao mao, and that's literally nothing. Brain empty. If I tried learning Chinese, my brain would implode because of the kanji. How do you do this? So I could make a nonsense excuse about, oh, I only read the u in the uo, because it's u and then a small o. But the real reason is probably because I was practicing without lyrics, or I got into a bad habit while I was rehearsing or something. And that's probably the reason for the next bit, which is I pronounce the original is Uzatenda, when in reality I pronounce it as Uzatenda. So I just kind of I hit it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. If you don't speak Japanese, I'm sorry I've ruined it. I don't know. I was listening back to, God, I think it was even before I got the first mix back. I'd already sent it, and then I realized, oh, I just have to deal with this now. Yay! Why? I didn't make any other pronunciation errors, I don't think. No, I did I need to enunciate more. In, where is it? I think it's... Where is it? Where are you? Thing that I slurred my words a bit here. Da, da, da. Yeah, I said shonen wa kazu ni natte. It's meant to be shonen wa kazu ni natte. But you know what? language isn't real. It's just sounds we make with our mouths and, like, throats and vocal cords and the diaphragm. I'm not sure. I have a biology education. I should know this. Love the tail. Glad you included it. I didn't actually... What was it? Because normally I just draw myself with the ears because, I'll be honest, most of the time I'm only drawing from, like, the bust up or something. A lot of the time I forget to draw the tail. Just because, you know, in anime anatomy stuff, it's not including that. The ears, normally I can remember. Especially because when I wear headphones, they kind of bump up against them. And it's a pain. I really should just invest in more earbuds or whatever. I should get some nice wireless ones. But no, I like to pretend that I'm good at things. I think this came out pretty nice, just in general. The bar is covering it. It was kind of difficult. I don't normally shade like this either. So it was difficult kind of knowing where should the highlights go. But I tried my best. So there we go. All I need. There we go. The original translation I was going off kind of splits this differently, but I wanted to make sure that, here we go. I wanted to make sure that the cannibalism was on the same bit, because it's literally just the same word. It's literally just, you're saying it in Japanese pronunciation. Yeah, odorebaya. I tried making it sound, because I tried making it sound natural, because otherwise it would just say dances. Full stop. Oh, this bit's interesting. I'll go frame by frame. Because I wanted to try and be accurate with the limited tools at my disposal. I wanted to be MV accurate. Yep, if you didn't see that, because it went very fast. Where are you? There we go. This is, what was this? This was TV Simulator in Vegas Pro, which makes it all wibbly wobbly. And then this was manually done. That's not a filter, this was got 3 separate layers. And then I realized that I could do it in one effect thing, and I kind of lost my mind for a few minutes. But it split into blue, red, and green in the original. I wanted to make sure that it kind of matched that. And then it goes back to wibbly wobbly, and then it goes sideways instead of up ways. Do you wear headphones on the lower ears or the top ears? The ones on my on the side of. There we go. On the sides of my ears, just because. Listen, I have tried wearing earbuds. I've tried wearing earbuds on the top ones, and A, my hearing isn't as good on the top ones, and B, they're not meant for. They're meant for like traditional human ears. So until somebody makes headphones for horses, no, it's not happening. This isn't Uma Musume, where I need like a very long phone to be able to listen to phone calls. So that was all done manually. So manually was the lip sync. I wouldn't call it lip sync, but the mouth movements, the wibbly wobbly text right before the chorus, and then the ending bit. Here we go, the pa-doo-da-doo-da. I did not sing that the way the original intended. I sung that the way Kanade sung it. You can tell that I listened to his cover more than the original. If I re-recorded it, I'd probably go by the original, but you know what? He's an icon, we had no choice but to... Do we say stan in VTuber circles? I know, I have a family member who says stan a lot, so... I've learned a lot of... I wouldn't say net slang, but I've learned a lot of strange words from a lot of strange people, so my vocabulary is just a mess. And also, you know, I'm British, so I'd like to formally apologize. I don't think there's anywhere in this cover where I would have used British spelling. It's not like this song talks about colour, or, sorry, colour, at any point. The funny thing about this line, when I first read the English translation of the lyrics that someone did, I was like, oh, these 2 lines next to each other, they're the only ones that make sense. Because I originally read it as, what was it? With hands that have No, the original was with hands that have killed one or two things. What do you think one would draw? I read it as something close to, with hands that have killed one or two things, what more would one drawing be? Because my brain doesn't work. And I was like, oh, it's a metaphor that it's about creativity. They're destroying the drawing. It's an act of war. It's violence. It's about Telecaster B-boy. And then I reread them while I was editing, and I was like, oh, okay. My metaphor has been destroyed. I was so proud of my interpretation. But I just like the phrasing of with hands that have taken one or two lives a little bit more. I like to be dramatic like that. Getting the text to align, or maybe not align, but getting the text to function was a fun challenge. She lied. Video editing is tedious, but at the end of the day, it's all worth it. Isn't British a plus, though? I've had a lot of people, you know, I've only been here a little while, but, you know, I've been on the internet for, I guess I'd say all my life. Yikes. And I've had a few people be like, oh, wow, okay, Clara, I'm really sorry to tell you this, but you are British, and that means your opinion doesn't matter. And I'm like, I didn't choose this. I didn't choose to come crashing down into the ocean. Near, like, Cornwall or whatever. I think it was, I have no idea. It's law, we don't care, we're talking about the cover. I didn't choose this country chose me? Yeah, no idea. I'm singing the original while on the cover I'm singing the Izaru version, I guess. I was so proud of my interpretation, and then it just turns out to be wrong. Normally when I'm singing this, I'm like absolutely popping off. When I'm practicing this, I'm just like absolutely going for it. And it's like, Telecaster B-boy bokuni yaijo wo I just completely run out of steam. Completely run out of steam. So I had to try and make sure that I kind of kept it under control, because if I recorded that just completely just like from silence to Dareka Kotoet, then it doesn't sound like I'm coming off of it naturally, I don't think. So I think I tried to make sure that I was going straight from this line to this line without taking a break or anything. But also when I'm practicing, I go when I'm singing high parts, sometimes it's a little bit of a struggle for me to go, well, high for me, high for my head, my chest voice. It's a little bit difficult for me to immediately transition back down to my low range. I really like singing songs in my chest voice. I'm not very good. I'm not entirely confident in my head voice yet. I can hit some. I can technically sing Goodbye Sengen at the proper key, but I am screeching by the end of it. But you know, screeching in like an operatic sense. I'm getting better, but you know, mixed voice has never been one of my strengths, so I'm working on that. I'm very happy with padu-da-doo-da over here. Let's slow that down so we can fully appreciate it. This isn't in the original again, so I had to find a way to make the text kind of legible, because if I just put it directly over the drawing, no. If I just put it over the drawing with no, you know, drop shadow or outline or something, it just completely blends in. The line art is in blue, which you would think would help, but it's just, you know, it's very difficult to read just plain, no outline text on a very busy background like this. The order is like solid color, and then it's more difficult on like a busy image, and then text on text is just impossible to read. I can't do it. I'm really happy with how the lip sync is my favorite part of this. I was so happy when I watched it the first time. Ba-doo-da-doo-da. And then this is just... It's normally just this, and then I wanted to make sure that... I mean, you knew the title of the song, right? It's in the... It's right there. It's right there. You can do it. Pa-doo-da-doo-da. I am very happy, though, overall, with how this came out. Do I have any other notes? I made sure to make all my editions in brown, which includes, where is it? It includes the 1-1, this bit, and it includes credits where they wouldn't normally be, things like that. Ba-doo-da-doo-da. Okay, what do we... Oh yeah, there are also some bits where I can't really point them out here, because I can't play the audio. But there are some bits where I feel like my breathing could have been better. But, you know, I feel like the fact that I have nitpicks about this is definitely a good sign. If I had nothing to complain about, I might be a little bit concerned, like, do I not have any... Have I not improved at all? Is this my peak? It's a little bit concerning. I do like feeling that I've gotten better at stuff. I got the day before my debut, I was doing singing practice, and I just felt really confident about my voice. And I sung Telecaster B-Boy. I only have the 1-minute version on my phone. That's where I load up all my karaoke tracks and all my lyrics and things. And I head over to the place where I sing in the dead of night. And I just scream. It does actually turn into screaming a lot of the time. And that's... I used to not be able to... I used to not really have a space where I could do singing very well. Because I felt like, oh, I'm gonna annoy people. People are gonna hear me through the walls or whatever. Oh no, whatever do I do? But recently I've been able to find something that works for me, which I'm very happy about, because now I'm starting to actually learn the full extent of my range, and I'm learning that, oh, I can sing that high, well, no, I knew I could sing that low, but I'm learning, you know, where the limits of my chest voice and my head voice, stuff like that is, which is that's good for me. I'm proud of that. Yay! Where do you sing in the dead of night? We have, this is gonna sound really weird. We have, let's say, a building that we are not currently using on... Estate is a very strong word. I've got to frame this incredibly carefully to make sure we don't get the wrong idea here. We have the house, me and the people I'm living with, and then there is another building that is not occupied by people the majority of the time. It's mainly just used for furniture. But it's basically airtight. There's a few holes in the roof. But if people are in the house and it's 3 AM and I just want to go over there in the dead of night... I mean, the main problem with that is that it's absolutely freezing and I can see my own breath as I'm singing, which can't be healthy, and it's too cold for me to want to drink water. So I make sure to limit myself. Next week I'll take vocal rest, I swear. Just stretching, hold on. Microphone can probably pick up where my bones are breaking. I may be 17, but... I just, you know... This was a recent development where I realized, oh, I can just go into this building and absolutely... It's pretty echoey in there as well because there's not, you know... the walls very... What's the word? Hard, I guess. Hard, tough walls. No curtains in here. A shed. It may as well be, honestly, but it's... Maybe I'll record something and put it up on Twitter. Just no backing track. Is this what acapella is? Oh boy. It is very fun going over there. I only wish that it wasn't so echoey that nothing usable could be recorded in there. Unless I brought, I don't know, 30 mattresses in there with me to soundproof things. Yeah. I can't even use the full room because the majority of it is taken up by furniture. But it's okay. We have a lot of things, and we're just trying to figure out where they go, and that's okay. Yeah, maybe I'll... I like going in there, and I have a very limited set list because it's the songs that I have lyrics for on my phone and the snippets of other songs that I can remember. And I will be honest, it is 90% Hollow Stars. Either originals or things that... I mean, this wouldn't have happened without Hollow Stars, would it? Pa-doo-da-doo-da. What do I... My main songs for... I just tell people I'm going in there to sing karaoke, but they've all figured it out by now. The main songs I like to go in there and do in the dead of night is... What is it? It's Just Follow Stars by... Hold on. Oh, come on. Playback speed. You can do it. Yep, there we go! Ima mune ni toroita. Yeah! No, I don't want to... Hololive, please don't copyright claim me. I've already been copyright claimed by the original for this. Understandably. I would do the same. When I was in college, I would sneak into the music building at midnight and play saxophone in the basement since I didn't want to in the dorm. I've never been to college or university or whatever, but, you know, I understand that fully. I used to hold myself back a lot because I didn't want to annoy people. But people are getting used to it. I tell everyone in my house, hey, I'm going to be streaming at 8 or whatever. And they're just like, yep, okay. I'm going to go do my own thing. And I'm like, thank you. They're all very considerate. They all make sure. If I'm in my office right now. Office is a strong word. I'm in the room that my computer's in right now. That has my things in. I used to use my bedroom, but right now the circumstances are such that using this room was better. But I'm in my office right now, and I was going to say something about that, and it's just completely slipped my mind. No, whenever people know I'm in here, if anyone opens the door, they'll always be like, hey, Clara, can I talk to you for a second? And I'm like, I'm not recording, I'm not streaming, but sure. Everyone's very cautious. I mean, very few people in my household really understand the concept of streaming or YouTube, but they are considerate, and that's the main thing. I never really thought of myself of having a very nice voice. You know, I'm very like this. Hi, I'm a person that functions in society. I can do a nicer voice, but it's effort. And I've got some I wouldn't say problems that I'm dealing with, but I've got some circumstances right now where my voice doesn't sound the way I want it to. And nothing that's not going to be fixed within, you know, a time frame that I'm aware of or whatever. It's just, it's a pain. But, you know, it's a pain. I'll wait through it. I'm fine with this. But I don't consider myself to have, like, a really nice voice or whatever. But you know, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm figuring out where the boundaries of my voice are. And I'm very happy about that. Hurrah! Look at me. Self-confidence. A beacon of self-esteem, Clara Stellamari. The shining star of not hating myself. Yeah. At least, you know, I used to have a thing where if I was trying to, say, record something for a nonsense, like a school project, oh, I gotta record voiceover for this, I would speak, what was it? Hi, welcome to, welcome to my presentation. Today we're gonna be talking about, mitosis. Yeah. And now I can do this, and I can pretend that I know how to project, and it's okay. I don't know if it's normal for girls to talk in chest voice. I think yeah. I think it's more normal to talk in head voice like this, but whenever I do it, I feel incredibly dumb. That's probably why I sing in chest voice a lot too. So I can hit a lot of low notes that most girls normally don't attempt. They could probably if they tried. I'm not special or anything. I'm not like other girls. I'm not like other girls. I am not competent at using my vocal cords. But I try, and that's what matters. Yeah, what am I No, I was talking about karaoke songs that I normally do. The ones that I normally practice. The ones I'm getting better at, also. So it's Just Follow Stars. Yeah, no. And then, also because Hollow Stars, it's normally that and Blessing by, what's their name, Haliosi? You know, the blessings for your birthday, blessings for your everyday. The one that goes like this, ba ba da ba 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 ba. That is a song for multiple people that I always attempt to sing on my lonesome, and somehow it basically works. I think I just have a good lung capacity for some reason. I don't know why. It's not, you know, I'm not particularly active or athletic, and that's why we're doing Ring Fit to try and remedy that. But, you know, I have small girl, big lungs, gulp in a lot of air. Anyway. But I tend to be able to do, I have an annoying habit of I try to sing a phrase and then I'm like, I don't need to breathe, let's go on to the next one. So when I inevitably end up doing Hollow Stars karaoke, because it is coming, let's be honest, my life is falling apart. You are gonna hear me absolutely pop off, as the kids say. I don't know if I count as the kids anymore. I don't know if I ever counted as the kids. The world isn't for me anymore, it never was! I think that's everything I have to say about the cover. It is only 1 minute long, to be fair. Oh, the mixing. I do want to talk about the mixing. Because if it weren't for the mixing, there's a good chance I would have just abandoned this. But it sounds competent, I'm so happy! I can't mix vocals, you know. And that's why I paid someone else who knows how to do it for me. Hooray! So, thank you very much. I'm gonna call you Zeph, because I don't know how to read good. Clara the Kids Stellamari. Doesn't that just make me sound like multiple people? I'm a little bit identity crisis time. These two Claras are different people. You wouldn't get it. We're not like other girls. Yes, thank you for your hard work in mixing this cover. Because honestly, it is like the saving grace. In my opinion. There was, well, I think one of the problems we had was, at one point I got a little bit too close to the microphone, and I think it was either it was one of the bits that goes ba 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 da ba 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 ba, and I honestly could have picked the mic right there and I wouldn't have noticed. But we managed to make it work. We made it crunchy. I think that's the word we were using. We made it crunchy. Munch crunch. Mogu mogu. We mogu mogu the sound. Yeah! I'm an adult and I know things. Listen, okay, I'm 17 and a half. I'm technically an adult. One day I'll have a credit card. I have a debit card. And I always call it my credit card because I'm a strange child. But it was that and what else? No, we were trying to figure out the rhythm for the bit over here. Da da da, blah 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 blah. At this point it's yurari kurari da yojo otskara sama desu gorenjo. We had to go through several passes to figure out what we wanted the rhythm here to be. Because everyone seems to do it differently, and it's a nightmare. And it always feels a little bit off, but I'm happy with how we got it. So, yeah. I'm a little bit worried about actually singing it, just in case I trigger a content ID. That's why we don't have audio. Well, no, the thing about this is only the first 10 seconds got copyright claimed. So, that's why my debut stream, it was okay. I'll be able to run ads on that in the year 3022. You know, that's how long it's gonna take to get monetized. Yeah, it's the first 10 seconds because it's the only part where I'm not I am getting a lot more confident in my voice, so it'd be... We both agreed it would be very fun if I could do another cover someday. So, probably not anytime soon, but honestly, I could just decide to record one tomorrow. I like being spontaneous like an idiot. You know, I have a to-do list every day, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna sort these thumbnails, and everything's gonna be great. And then sometimes it's just like, what if I screamed into a microphone for half an hour? Can we do that? Is that an option? Honestly, the next time I cover something, it is 99% going to be, like a Hollow Stars or a Hololive song. You know, I mainly watch Hollow Stars. That's a lie, I exclusively watch Hollow Stars. But, the Hololive girls have a lot of, as they say, banging tracks. I think that's it. Blue Rose by Hoshimashi Suisei? There we go. Screaming into the microphone sounds like fun. It is until you're trying to sound, like, melodious and harmonic and thing. Oh, memory! I remembered a thing. Ba-da-da-da-da. If you listen here, if you listen at the beginning of the chorus, I'm going to turn this up so I can hear it, so I can give you a proper description of this. You can hear I'm doing 2 octaves. I'm doing Telekasta B-boy Boku ni Aijou wo. And then I also decided, because the original Vocaloid song has it, it's Vocaloid, it's always Vocaloid. I think it's the yellow one. I don't know. I'm not a Vocaloid person. I'm not a Miku stan, as they say. But the original Vocaloid version, it's sung an octave up from what I sung, so it's like... You know, in the Vocaloid-y way where they're absolutely just going off. Love that. I kind of wanted to... maybe not pay homage, but, you know, I wanted to try and see if I could replicate that in some small way. So it's mainly the lower vocals that I'm more confident in, and then if you listen carefully, you can hear it up an octave as well. I'm not doing these parts. I'm not... how do I explain this? I am doing the ba 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 da ba da ba ba ba, and then I'm going quiet, and then I'm going ba 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 ba, but an octave up. So it's like this. It's like that. I feel like I wanted it to be... I didn't want it to be overpowering or something. I didn't want it to be too distracting. So I made sure that it wasn't... I mean, also, you know, again, I'm not as confident hitting high notes as I am low notes. I'm very proud of my lower range. I can sing a lot of, I guess, for a lack of a better term, like, boys' songs, rather than... If you try and get me to sing something from, like, Love Live or something, it is a struggle, don't get me started. There is one Love Live song I'm confident in, and it's Deep Resonance, and I sing it an octave down, so it's like, not anymore. And if I sing anymore, I'm gonna get copyright claimed. I can't sing a lot of, like, anime, you know, oh, shoujo, let's have a good idle time kind of songs. But then, you know, Hollow Stars is popping off, and I'm like, Ima mune ni todoita. Honestly, okay, it's Hollow Stars talk time. Ignore me for the next 20 seconds if you don't care. The absolute second that Oga and Shien's original songs get, like, officially released, it's over for me. My entire wallet is gone. Oh, I'm a mess. Oh no, what happened to me? Right. I think that's it, though. I think... Do I have any more notes that I wanted to... Oh, I did do some harmonies. I don't know how much of that we ended up using, just because it was kind of a last-minute thing. It was the... What was it? Where are you? Where were you, harmonies? Pa pa pa. There it. If you listen to the pa 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 It's called layering, sweetie. It's the pa 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 and the ka ta. Oh no, the ta ta ta. I think I recorded something for this, but I don't think I was happy with it, so I ended up being like, nah. I recorded harmonies for this too, I remember now. I think I was screaming at the top of my chest voice range, so it's like... I recorded these last because I was warmed up properly, and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to hit these notes if I try it the first time. A lot of the time I was going like, or I'm a professional. I'm very good at singing, guys. You can trust me. Listen, so much of the thing that makes a cover song sound good is the mixing. So this wasn't even all me. So the higher parts and the harmonies are on these bits and not on these not on these bits. There we go. I don't think those are part of the original. I think that is either something I picked up from Izuru or I don't even remember. I think it could have just been something I made up on the spot. I like harmonizing with dumb nonsense. If I'm singing along to something that doesn't have like a karaoke track so the original vocals are still there, I'm like, yeah, let's do thirds and fifths. God, that's atrocious. I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy with how this turned out, all in all. You know, it's not something I normally do. I mean, obviously, it's not like I was running around releasing or just kind of making covers and hoarding them to myself before I debuted. Yeah, I've never, you know, done something like this before. I comped the vocals as well, which is, I think it's like cutting together the best take or the best choppy block hand motion. I wish I had hand tracking so I could show you what the hell I meant. I comped the vocals, which was, you do a bunch of takes. I take way more takes than is necessary. I made sure to comp it because I didn't want another living soul to have to go through all 20 of my So this was the best of the best. I think you're only really meant to, you know, common sense dictates that you're only meant to do like a handful of takes, but oh god. I'm like, you know what? It's time. I'm gonna sing the same phrase 20 times in a row and really annoy everyone within earshot. Oh my. I would like to formally apologize to anyone who had to listen to this because it was a lot of I'm a vocalist. Everyone in my house was probably like, what is she doing? I thought she said she was streaming, not screaming. I mix up the words streaming and screaming quite a lot, so it's like, oh, Clara, are you live screaming tonight? I don't know, am I? Yes. Oh, it's an absolute travesty. Everything I do is confusing. I think I'm not gonna do it here for copyright reasons. Maybe I'll unarchive it or whatever. Not this stream. Maybe I'll do unarchived karaoke at some point, and I'll warn everyone in my household beforehand. And then I'll just... No, blow it out of the water is it's a stretch. I'll do nominally better than I did last time. Or this time, I guess. I'm happy with this. I hope that everyone else enjoyed it. Because you know what? I did. Like I said last night at my debut, live scream is when you play horror. Oh, this is technically Zatsudan, so I can bring this up. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I bought a horror game today on Steam. I bought, the convenience store. It's one of those ones where it's like ooky spooky. And I know about the first jump scare with the guy, but everything about, I don't actually know what the game is about. And I might play that next week or something. I'm planning to take, counting on my fingers. I have a, like, oh, what's the word? A thing! I don't know the word, so I'll say thing. I swear I'm a native English speaker. Oh, no. I have a thing on, I believe, the 4th and the 5th. So I'm gonna take those days off for, I'll say vocal rest. And then I'll probably play it after that, just so, you know, in case I do absolutely scream my head off, so I don't, you know, permanently hurt my vocal cords. I have a bad habit of, I scream, sing, like, really loud. I hit notes that maybe I should warm up to a little bit more. God, what's the... Sometimes I sing, it's either... Sometimes I sing, Universe by, I don't... Who did Universe? The one with Gumi. That one, if you know it. And it's still that one if you don't, so, sorry. I sing it down 4 syllables because Miyabi and Izuru from Hollow Stars did, and that's the way I know the song. I'm sorry. There is a low part where I just kind of go up an octave, and then I go back down for the chorus, and it does sound a little bit funky. But, the last chorus, it's like... No, it's... Is it that? I don't even remember what key it is in at that point. You notice I had to go into head voice for that. It's like, what I hit that in chest voice when I'm, like, practicing. And I should really just calm down. No, the highest note is like, Shujinko wa kimi-san. I just absolutely go for it, and I can hit it consistently, but maybe I shouldn't. I'm not going to try here because I have to be really loud to get my full range out, obviously. I'm only person with vocal cords. I was going to say human, but that's not even accurate. But I still take care by drinking a water. I ran out of water. And that's... I've got Mari in my name, so maybe that's part of my branding. No! How am I going to stay hydrated now? I've been drinking so much water lately. I'm so proud of myself. Because I realized, oh, I'm going to be talking to myself for about 2 hours every day. I really hope I don't get vocal damage. Okay. I'm just gonna scooch over here because we're done with cover talk. So now, boop. Here we go. Oh, let me turn on music. Yes. Oh, desktop audio. There you go. There you go. I really like this BGM. I was planning to use a different BGM until about 3 days before debut, and then I was like, oh, this is a certified club banger. I don't know what that means. I think it's a music thing. I'm closing the thing that had the thing on. I like being able to see all my nonsense at once. There we go. Hello again, YouTube dashboard. I am shocked that 10 people decided this was a good use of their time tonight. Thank you for that. Thank you for just listening to a Pegasus talk about the one time she sung for a solid minute. Well, a solid 50 seconds in my case. That, the cover... It's normally meant to be 1 minute long, that song. But the echo... We love some good reverb. It's reverb, the word for that. I do actually want to see about getting reverb. Like a plugin or something that I can... Sorry, I'm going on Twitter because someone sent me... My mixer sent me one. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna see if I can get an echo plugin and then I can abuse it like Shien. Stop Hollow Stars posting, Clara. This ain't about her. Listen, I promised myself... I promised myself that I wasn't going to, quote, go off about Hollow Stars until after debut. And if we have any Hollow Stars fans here, you will know how difficult that was this month. We had, oh god, there was so much going on in the Hollow Stars fandom, but I made sure I didn't want to scare anyone off. But also, if you go through my Twitter likes, it's Hollow Stars fan art, Hollow Stars fan art, Hollow Stars tweet, Hollow Stars fan art, just over and over again. I think maybe I have a problem. I am considering buying merch. I'm not a merch buying person, just because I like to... Financial responsibility isn't real, but if it was, I like to pretend that I'm financially responsible. I was saving for a long time for my debut and stuff. You know, it's not like I'm not being able to pay rent or something, but I was saving for the better part of the entire year. Because, you know, being a VTuber is expensive. But, you know, I got all my funky stuff. I bought a capture card. It didn't work. I plugged it into a different USB slot. Then it worked. I felt very silly about myself. I think one of my USB slots is broken. I have so many wires. I have a microphone. I have a pop filter. You know, just, you would think that live streaming as anime TM would be pretty simple, but then it's like, oh, I've got 15 different pieces of equipment now. Do 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 do. But sorry, I'm just absolutely. Yeah, getting started is pretty expensive. Yeah, that's... I know there are cheaper alternatives, but I wanted to do this. I don't like being kind of half-hearted about things, and I kind of already knew what I wanted to do, which is I want to play a lot of Switch games, and I mean, the most important thing, you know, VTubers don't really have to worry about visuals as much as they need to worry about audio, because the visuals are normally taken care of for you. You know, as long as you've got a live 2D model, you can stream on top of like a, you know, what's the you know, the Windows, you know, the grassy fields, I think it's called Joy or something. The Windows, not screensaver, desktop wallpaper that everyone knows. You could stream on top of that and it will probably look fine. But I've heard that sound is more important than visuals, so I wanted to make sure that... I mean, my setup's a bit funky. Let me tell you about my setup. Okay, my microphone is not in stereo, so you will not be able to hear if I move my hands around. Okay, how do I portray this? Right in front of me, big monitor. Parents got it for me. Thank you. I didn't ask for it, but it was like 2 years ago at Christmas. Yay! Happy anniversary monitor. Still haven't taken the plastic film off the edges. I'm just worried I'll get fingerprints on it. Monitor. Second monitor that I'm looking at right now. Thingy. Phone acting as a camera. Glass of water that's empty now. Keyboard. Mouse. I hope you can... I'm trying to make it clear where I'm looking. So my monitor is here, and Rotchan is over here, my computer. I'm sorry. And then, oh boy, my microphone setup. I do not own a boom arm. It was a mistake. Why do I not own a boom arm? Like a not a boom arm, a microphone arm. There we go. Why do I not own a microphone arm? Because I only realized I would need one when it was too late, and I feel like if I spend any more money this month, I'm just kind of letting myself down more than anything else. I can afford it. I'm very lucky to be in a financial place where I don't really need to worry about money. You know, I'm living with some very kind people. They're kind of, you know... This is going to sound very, maybe ambitious, maybe like I'm biting off more than I can chew, but the kind of end goal is I'm making at least an amount of money via doing YouTube and things. That would be, you know, I'm not expecting it like next week or something. I'm not a Hololive girl. I'm not gonna get 15 billion subscribers at my debut stream or something. I'm taking my time, I'm building things up slowly. No, the thing about this is it would be very nice if I would be able to support myself doing YouTube and things. And I think I will be able to at some point. Not anytime soon, probably at least half a year, probably more. But I was thinking, do I open something like Streamlabs or PayPal donations or like a Ko-fi or something? but I kind of want to feel like I've earned it. You know, YouTube has monetization requirements, which are, let me check again. It is 1,000 subscribers, and, have I already, how am I already at 200? When did this happen? Ah! I mean, thank you for that, but this happened very quickly. How many people did I get in the last few days? I'm confused. I got 64 yesterday. I didn't get 76 subscribers today. No, I got 76 subscribers Oh, I don't have the analytics in for today. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I'm just looking through my YouTube analytics. I'm very confused as to when this all happened. It started picking up on the 26th. That's probably when I started, you know, really going for it. Happy 200. Thank you. I feel like maybe... Normally I feel YouTubers kind of do something special for 100 subscribers, but I hit it before I even really did much. So I think I'll save celebrations for 500 or probably 1,000. 1,000 subscribers is the goal right now. I know I said 1,500, but you've got to have, you know, smart goals. Smart goals. They are... It's an acronym and I can't remember any of them. The T is for time oriented. I think the S is for sensible. A is for attainable. No, R is for realistic. So what's the S for? S-M-A-R-T, goals. This is a business thing, I think. I've done business before. I mean, I wasn't any good at it. As a school subject. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. There we go. I like having goals like that because if you set something really ambitious, like I wanna do the thing good, then what is the thing and how do you do it good and in what time frame are you planning to do the thing good? Come on. We need answers. So, the thing about YouTube subscribers is you have no idea how fast or slow they're going to be coming. So, I can't really say it's time relevant. Right now I'm trying to set goals that I can achieve just, you know, without anyone else's, I guess, input. So I want to, next month with Stellamari guidance, a link in the description for my marshmallow so you can submit me your troubles and your woes, by the way. So I may use them for content. I want to get through the entire month without missing one of those. I really do want just like... I'm trying to build things up really quickly, so that's why I'm going kind of non-stop this week. The first day I'm not streaming is going to be the 4th or 5th, I believe. When was it? When is my thing? I don't remember. I'll be streaming the 3rd. It's just not on my schedule because I couldn't fit it. I have, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 different things listed on this week's schedule. We're on number 4 right now. Oh, I get to play Katamari tomorrow. Oh, I'm very excited. Oh, speaking of Katamari, you might not have seen this. My papa, let me see if I can find this. You've heard of Katamari, but are you ready for... Oh, come on. Come on. Are you ready for... Katamari? Katamari Damacy. Yes. My rig papa. Not my papa, my papa. He has a thing where he likes to draw some of his VTuber children as cat. By the way, I will mention, he said, what was it? I believe it was an American short hair. You've heard me speak. You know what you're doing. Look at it. Look at it. I've been blessed. And also I've been blessed with, he said I could use it for things that I wanted, so I'm very happy. Look at that. I've never owned a cat, I don't think. I feel like that would be the kind of thing I would know. Okay, I've never owned a cat. I have a family member who does. I have family and friends who do, but I've never owned a cat. So this is my cat. Clara Stellamari. Clara Stellamari. Ah. American short hair. Yep. You knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing. Sorry, I have a bad habit of when I'm just trying to, when my thoughts are buffering, I just start singing. Like this. It's probably a bad sign for my brain. I've already forgotten whatever it was before I kind of appeared on this planet. So, you know, I would not be surprised if I had memory issues. Listen, I only count myself as having been alive for about 4.5 years. I'm still a baby. You can't be mad at a baby, right? Vibing while processing. Yeah, I prefer it to just leaving dead air, I guess. I feel like if I'm streaming and I'm not talking, it's just like, what do I do? No one's saying anything. I can't bounce off anyone else in this conversation. I am the conversation. What do I do? Arguably, maybe it would be better for me to just... Shh. I do not see. Also, I do not hear. Also, I shouldn't whisper because I need to be careful with my voice. I'm a little bit worried that if I use my voice too much this week, I'm just gonna perish. So I gotta, you know... Safety is of the utmost importance. Look at this. I was taught the word scrunkly recently, which speaks volumes about my character. You know, just like as a person. I've been learning the hip new slang and the lingo. I recently learned what busing was. I think. I don't actually know. I learned what was it? No, I learned no cap. I learned no cap a few days ago from a family friend. And I got very confused because I was like, does that mean the same as no brim? It doesn't. What are words? Oh, no. Oh, honey, no. You gotta learn. I considered myself a smart person once. Many. Not that many, actually. I used to be really good at knowing things. I was in the gifted and talented kind of set for a little while. And then my brain power just kind of decreased. Goodness gracious. I only barely... Oh boy. So, I'm in a sixth form at... It's a, like... Oh god, how do I describe sixth form for non-British people? It's post-school thing for 17 to 18 year olds, or 16 I guess. It's years 12 and 13, which are the last 2 years. You're basically 17 or 16 to 18. It's called post-16. You can either go to college, which is not university, it's... Do you have an equivalent to college in the US? You have to, right? I don't understand. Culture's difficult. I'm going to sixth form, and the thing about the sixth form that I wanted to enter into, because I nearly went to college for art things, and then I didn't. The thing about the sixth form I wanted to go to was, you needed a certain kind of level of grades, and I only barely got in, and then I started failing, and I nearly dropped out, and it was a whole thing. But basically, please be assured the moral of the story is, Clara is not... You know, my name might be Clara, but I'm actually not very bright. Community college versus university. Oh, okay. I have some friends who are in university right now, so it's difficult, like, juggling the American and the British definitions of all these words. Pants, am I right? You know? Or trousers, I'm sorry. The weird thing about that word is, what is it? So if you're American, but you're also into VTubers, then you say pants meaning trousers, like the long leggy things, but you say pantsu meaning underwear, and I'm just like, what? Zubon. That's trousers in Japanese. Zubon. I did Duolingo once and then I really fell off it, and I really should get back onto it. I'm busy. I'm busy talking to myself. An attempt is being made, but it's not very good. This is just reminding me, I would like to do more song covers where I get to kind of... What's the lowest note I can do? Because I kind of like exploiting the fact that I can sing the season 1 theme of Love Dramatic from Kaguya-sama. I can sing that. Maybe I shouldn't. If I don't sing the lyrics, but I sing the melody, no, I'll probably get caught. YouTube, I don't trust you! You've ruined so much for so many! No, that's not even the right key. If I just go dramatic, then I hope you understand where I'm coming from. What's the lowest note I can hit? I think the highest note I've ever hit is if you know Splatoon, if you know the second Splatoon game, aptly titled Splatoon 2, there is a song in that game called I don't even remember anymore. Something Majesty. I don't remember. But there is a bit where one of the singers absolutely just like exploits her range. It's, what is it? She goes, and then the next note, I've hit that note before, I cannot do it here without just shattering all the windows in my house like an opera singer. I hit that note once, that is the absolute limit of my vocal range. I practice Goodbye Sengen every now and then, which is like the weirdly enough, I can't hit the note there, but I can hit it when it's the last note in the song, so it's like I think it's because I kind of move up into it. It's like there we go. That's the highest I can go normally. I'm not warmed up. I'm a little bit warmed up right now because I've been talking for an hour and a half. So I don't want to do too much because there are people in the room above me. If you hear just like stompy sounds, that is probably we have kind of creaky floors and doors in this house. And it's probably them. What else? What's the lowest note I can do? Maybe I should turn the BGM off, but I can't be bothered. It's a bop, and it doesn't matter. What's... That's the lowest I can go without it just completely crumbling. That's the lowest I can go with it sounding, with it being comfortable. Or maybe yeah, that's the lowest I can reliably go. Preferably I go a semitone up, but I mean sometimes I sing too much and then I can't actually get into the lower register of my voice properly, so I'm like and that's a song, and that's how we sing. I know I've practiced enough, or I say practice, but I know I've screamed enough if I'm trying to sing Just Follow Stars, and I'm like, I can sing that song if I'm properly prepared. Yeah, I really do want to cover Just Follow Stars one day. It's, you know, the song I sung at my debut, Magic Word Orchestra, that is Hollow Stars, haha, you've been pranked. Such a good song. Such a good song. When did that... It only came out like last week, I think. Orchestra? When did... 1 week ago. Release date December 21st. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know what came over me to decide that singing a song that came out exactly a week ago was a good idea at a big event like my debut. I say big, but you know. I was really worried I was just going to completely mess it up, and I kind of did, but not in the singing department, so we're alright. The thing about when I was singing Magic Word Orchestra, the high note in that, oh god, I don't even remember because the BGM has wormed itself into my brain. What is it? Let me, if I read the lyrics, I'll know what it is. The high note in that, I was planning to do that in head voice, and then my brain kind of short-circuited while I was actually doing it. So I was like, where was it? What's the lyric? I was like, Imi no naya ikataba. So you can hear I'm straining because I haven't warmed up properly. Sonna hetasa wala no waraita. I had a lot of problems with pronunciation. When I was practicing, I accidentally always pronounced Bokudao O as Bokudao no, because the only grammar I know is no. Oh, you try your best and you don't succeed, and that's okay. But there's the bit that goes, Kito kono mahua zuto kienai kara. And I was planning to hit the mahua in head voice like that, and then the zuto kienai kara in chest voice like that. And the thing was, I was practicing about an hour before debut. And I said, okay, Clara, I said this to my vocal cords, I guess. We are going to sing that part in head voice and the next part in chest voice, and we are not going to attempt both of them in chest voice because you will voice crack and die. And then, smash cut, we are singing it at debut. And oh boy, I just kind of went for it and it worked. So don't encourage me to do that again. But cool. I was thinking while I was practicing it, how do I make my head voice sound stronger? Because this is a cool song and I don't want to just go, ooh. What was it? Yeah, because otherwise I would have gone, Kito kono mahua. No, that sounded good. Am I getting good? Huh? What is this? I don't know what I'm doing. Everything is very, very confusing to me. Oh no, what has gone wrong here? Many multiple things. Speech. I might do like a proper cover of that one day as well. I really, have I sung every Hollow Stars song that they have? What songs does Hollow Stars have? Journey to Find Stars I haven't sung yet. Journey to Find Stars is really low for me, so I don't. If I can hit that, I have not looked the lyrics up. I might have to put that up a semitone if I ever want to sing it, but I like the idea that I could overlay my vocals on like the official version, not to post, just to have. I like to do this thing where when I do, you know, my singing nonsense. When I'm doing my singing nonsense, I always finish with Just Follow Stars, but not the karaoke version. I made my own kind of scuffed karaoke version that's got the lead in from... I took a version of the song, because there is a version of the song where it kind of leads in with a Ima. The normal version just starts Ima with just no, you know, you've got to figure it out. I have a scuffed version of the instrumental where I added the what is it? The I got it from, it was the music weekend, YouTube Music Weekend when Rika sung it. So if I ever use that version, you will just hear very quietly in the background Rika just going. That sounded good. What's gone wrong here? I mean, I'm glad. I'd rather, you know. Once again, I don't like doing things half-heartedly, so I'm kind of glad that all worked out in the end. But I really shouldn't do that again. I do need more excuses to, you know, practice my head voice, because I do sing Goodbye Sengen pretty frequently. Well, I sing Universe, for which there's a really low part, which I sing an octave up. So it's... I don't even know. I should stop just kind of doing random a cappella tonight. Doing a Suisse song would be a great idea. Oh god. Oh. I'm actually... I'm not going to say confident. I will not say confident. But I feel like if I practiced enough, I could do Next Color Planet any fragment of justice. Let's push. No, I don't actually know the lyrics. Let me at least look them up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sui-chan. I have the majority of Suisei-san's music on my phone because I think maybe things have gone wrong in my life. I don't even really watch her. If she's doing a live thing, then maybe. Like, if she's doing a 3D concert, maybe I'll watch her. But, where are you? I'm actually... That... Next Color Planet works relatively well with my range, all things considered. Let's see. I'm really just hoping that, you know, I don't get copyright stricken. That's why we've got the BGM. Yeah. So it's... Yeah, not happy with my head voice, but I can transition relatively well in this song. I can sing Blue Rose pretty okay as well, because it's one of her lower ones. Whee! Maybe I'll cover a sweet sing. I'm very glad that HoloLive's derivative works policy is the way it is, in that they will just kind of let you use their music as long as you're, you know, adding something to it. And they do count covers as adding something, which, very grateful. I was originally, what was I planning to sing at debut? Before, first it was Shin Takarajima, and then it might have been Telecaster B-Boy for like 12 hours, and then it was Just Follow Stars, and then I was like, no, but that's their song, that's not for me to sing at my debut. And then Magic Word Orchestra comes out, and I'm like, yeah! And then I'm like, but wait, could it be? Oh, I'm inspired. And then I find out that my vocal range can handle it. I'm very lucky that, you know, I can sing a lot of the songs that my Oshis can sing, or a lot of their original songs. I do not know the lyrics to Shooting Star by Tenma, but I will absolutely just go off. I will go off, sis. I really need to stop talking about Hollow Stars, because if you don't care about Hollow Stars, you're just gonna be, oh, please stop talking. There are a few songs where they go just a little bit too low for me, but I'm very lucky in that, you know, my Oshis have manageable songs for me. I don't know if I'm not actually sure what the proper, vocal range for the average woman. Strong move there, Clara, calling yourself a woman. You're a girl at best. You're not an adult, get over yourself. Yeah. You're a girl at best and a babu baby at worst. What was I saying? Something. Yeah, I don't know the normal vocal range for, you know, girls my age. But I'm lucky that at least, you know, I can sing along. You know, relatively well. I say relatively well. I can't hold a candle to the absolute talent of... Have you heard Izuru Kanade sing anything? Go listen to his cover of Telecaster B-Boy. It's way better than mine. You'll be doing yourself a favor. God, he's got such a good voice. Such a good voice. But they're all getting really good. Stop talking about them! This ain't about her! No, but, I can... What other HoloLive songs can I manage? I feel not zero confidence singing, what is it, Hyakuryo and Hanafubuki. I think that's the title. More than 50% of what I know about HoloStars came from Ollie fangirling. It's fun seeing people be hyped for things. I get that. Yeah, that's fair. I would have watched her watch-along if it wasn't for the fact that it got privated. But I'm gonna watch her second one. I've already watched Astel Lader's watch along. Because you know he's an icon. He's just popping off. God, the dream in life for VTubing is to be nearly as extra as Astel Lader. Have you seen his 3D debut? If I ever, you know, in the distant future, in 5,000 decades, when I inevitably, you know, it's very inevitable. Inevitable? It's probably not gonna happen, but if I did have a 3D debut, I would want to pop off nearly as much as Astel Lader did. He had a hype train! Oh, goodness. That's the dream. But yeah, I know Holostars isn't nearly as popular as Hololive. I don't know how I got into them. It just kind of happened. And now I'm kind of, oh no, Dare Demo Daisuki. It happens. It just happens sometimes. But yeah, it's unfair how many good songs Hololive production has, just in general. But it's very fortunate that they will just kind of let you sing them with minimal copyright issues. I think they do claim the videos, but it's not like they're copyright striking you or they're taking you down or something. Just sounds like, you know, Yago is going to tackle you like a rugby tackle if you sing one, if you sing one of Tokinosaurus' songs. I'm very glad we don't live in that parallel universe. Sometimes I try and sing Stella Stella as well, but it's got that high note right at the beginning. What is it? Wow, that was graceful of me. It's like... It's like that. And I feel confident doing that, and then I try and... My problem is not when I'm going down from head voice to chest voice, it's when I'm going up from chest voice to head voice, because I don't even know if I can do mixed voice yet. It's a whole thing, isn't it? Singing is way harder than they make it look, or sound, I guess. But you know, the thing is, even if you can't sing well, you can still sing. And I don't think doing things like covers should be kind of limited to the people who can, you know, can sing, quote unquote. I don't think, you know, artistic expression in one way or another, like singing or art or whatever, because a lot of people are like, wow, you can't sing at all, why are you here? But you know, unless the point is, oh, look at me, I'm extremely talented. You know, it's a bit sad when people kind of have a go at other people because, oh, you can't do this, therefore, or no, you're not good at this, therefore, why are you doing this? It's a little bit sad. Just let people have fun. If I want to post a really bad Holostars cover, I will do it. And it is coming. I don't know when, but it is on its way. Your model is so good. Thank you, mate. You should... I said this at debut, but my VTuber parents' links, they're in the description. You should go direct all of your praise at them, to be fair. I did the design, but they put in the work to make it functional, I guess. Whee! Let's take off the bow so we can... Woo, 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 woo. Well, no. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah. Sometimes the bow gets in the way, so I do like to take it off. You know. I mean, it's a big, not fluffy, but like, swooshy thing. Woo. You know it. So sometimes it does, you know, just imagine having like a really big tie on, I think. I've never worn a tie before, but also I will be honest, this is a clip-on. That's why I can take it off so easily. I don't actually know how to tie bows. It's a clip-on. I think Blue Rose would be a great song. I really do like to sing Blue Rose when I get the chance. I really need to stop this before I get copyright striked. And stretch. I need to be more active. I'm glad I'm playing Ring Fit on the 1st. I know the whole thing with whole VTuber, oh, this VTuber's playing Ring Fit. Can't wait to see what sounds they make. I like walking. Sometimes if I'm listening to music, I just start running down the street and my neighbors are like, what is she doing? This is the 5th time this week, Clara. What are you doing? Meanwhile, my, like, you know, my headphones are just blasting pop talk or something. So maybe I'll just, you know, you won't be able to hear it, but instead of the, you know, the actual Ring Fit Adventure sounds, I'll just have, you know, my workout playlist or something. You can get copyright strikes from singing. Not copyright strikes unless the person is, like, really out to get you, but copyright claims. Sorry. I think I accidentally used copyright strike and copyright claim kind of interchangeably. A lot of people tend to do that. I need to get better at distinguishing between the two. Copyright strikes are bad and copyright claims are a pain, but they won't. I'm really worried about, like, what if I try to apply for monetization one day and then they're like, sorry, you've got copyright claims on your channel, Clara. We can't give you that sweet ad revenue. We can't give you them super chats. Channel memberships? Don't even know her. That wasn't the way you could get claimed for singing. I'll be honest, I haven't actually heard of an example of that happening, but I would not be surprised if YouTube's system manages that. I mean, that's why we've got... I mean, part of that is, you know, I am a little bit concerned, but part of it is also, if I keep singing, that this is just going to become, you know, impromptu karaoke stream. It's okay if you have copyright claims. I'm monetized and I have a few. Oh, that's good to hear. I was a little bit concerned being, you know, the second video I've uploaded gets a copyright claim. Is that okay? We'll just, you know, in the absolute dystopian future where that does become a problem, I'll private it and then don't tell YouTube, but I'll just publish it again. I'll publish it again when they can't see it. Ah, I guess you can just unarchive. Yeah, just for things like this when it's... I mean, this was meant to be a chatting stream. Was meant to be, being the key word. This is meant to be a chatting stream. So I don't like it when... Well, the way I was going to say it implies that it's happened to me before. But I don't like the idea, there we go, of, you know, a VTuber doing a stream and then suddenly, whoops, it's unarchived. You know, if you should mention if you're planning to make something an archive. I just think that's kind of common courtesy. We're chatting right now, are we not? That is fair. Just sometimes, maybe I'm a musical character, I just kind of break into song randomly. Usually it's only an issue if you use the instrumental. Some of the I work with pay someone to recreate the instrumentals and then they can monetize. That makes sense. I don't know how I feel about, like, this isn't, I'm not trying to have a go at anyone, but just from where I'm standing, I'm not sure how I feel about monetizing, like, a song cover unless they explicitly give me permission, which, you know, it's not like I reached out to Suri-san and said, hey, can I cover your song? I assumed it was okay because A, a lot of other VTubers have, and B, they have the instrumental on Peer Pro. And then it's transformative because you aren't using any part of the original, technically. You're using the composition, aren't you? So, they still own the copyright on the composition, don't they? I don't know copyright law. Not legal advice. I'm not a lawyer. Yeah. Because with copyright law is a nightmare. Why do I know so much about this? Copyright laws are really shaky. No, copyright laws on covers, please learn how to read, Clara, are really shaky too, not just on YouTube, but like in the law. I mean, the thing with copyright on YouTube is that content ID is a nightmare, but also copyright law in general is a nightmare. There's a really good video by Tom Scott, I think it's called something along the lines of YouTube's copyright system isn't broken, the world's is. Which basically, the world was not, or the current copyright laws that we have in the world, TM, mainly the US and the UK, copyright law was not designed for a world where you can go on YouTube and anyone can post anything and it can just blow up. Copyright laws right now were made for a world where you have to go through publishers and companies with legal departments to get things that are seen by millions of people. YouTube, honestly, for what it is in this absolute nightmare system, it's gonna sound weird that I'm praising YouTube for anything, because they're kind of terrible. They just got rid of dislikes. No thanks. Dislike that. Haha, funny joke. But honestly, it was either we had Content ID that sorts out the whole kind of process for us, or, you know, where like we get copyright claims. It was either I would have gone through Content ID, or in the terrifying parallel universe where we don't have Content ID, I would have had to get like permission from people who don't speak English, which would have been a nightmare. I barely even trust myself to write an email at the best of times. You should be able to allow to monetize covers but pay a portion of it to the original. It's just a bummer that it doesn't really work like that in practice. Yeah, it's just the system's not made for what most people are using it for, unfortunately. But yeah, either we have Content ID, which is YouTube's sound bots decide that it's time for you to not a copyright strike. What is? I've got one on the cover. What does it say? Your video is ineligible. Your video is ineligible for monetization. I wish I could talk good. Yeah. Your video is ineligible for monetization due to a copyright claim. Okay, thank you. I mean, understandable, have a great day. Oh, please don't play the video. I've got desktop audio on now. Oh, I should mention, if you do see ads on it, the money doesn't go to me. The money goes to, Next Tone Incorporated music content, and then on behalf of presumably the original artist. I'd hope so. But yeah, Content ID isn't a copyright strike. If I upload 3 covers, I'm not out or whatever. Yeah, it doesn't affect my channel standing, which is good. Either we'd have that, or, you know, I'd get DMCA'd, and I don't want to deal with the law. I want to deal with the law of music. Not musical law. It's a different thing. Don't worry about it. They would rather take the revenue from you than strike it. Yeah, I think that makes sense just from... I like to try and sympathize with the copyright holders on this. I mean, I know most of the time it's, oh, you're a nightmare, like a nightmarishly big company, but if it's I try to see both sides of the picture. If I was an artist releasing music, I would probably want to do that as well. But I understand there are times when you just want to be the, you know, I made this, can you not re-upload it please? That kind of thing. And I understand there would be people who aren't okay with cover songs for whatever reasons. Like, if a song's really personal to you and you wrote it yourself and then you hear someone butcher it, you're like, okay. Or, I guess, kind of the concept of owning a song, but not in, like, the legal way. Like, this is my song and it's for me to sing, something like that. You know, the way that I didn't feel like I should have sung, I say like I did it. The way I felt like I shouldn't sing Just Follow Stars at my debut because it's not really my song to sing at that kind of thing. I don't know what I have a lot of thoughts, and none of them are good. They're all just kind of tangled up like spaghetti. I ate pasta earlier. That's relevant. YouTube is doing the best they can at this size in regards to copyright. It sucks, but Twitch will likely end up in a similar situation. Didn't Twitch have its own situation where people were having their streams taken down? I don't go on Twitch. Twitch scares me. They had that security breach. And I was like, okay, goodbye. I wasn't on your site anyway, but now I'm just gonna back away even slightly more. The artist payout is the artist payout is for it is so I'm gonna look up that word. Is so pathetically trivial trifling. Okay, thank you, Google. Especially on YouTube, ad revenue is just kind of insultingly low. Yeah, I've heard that. Isn't it? You get it per 1,000 views, don't you? I mean, I guess that's why, you know, that's why people open super chats, right? I'm guessing a lot more. You get a lot more out of that. I mean, if I don't... What's the cut? I think, isn't it 30% to YouTube or something? And I believe if you send a super chat off of an Apple device, they also take a cut. I'm not typing, I'm just kind of running my fingers over the keyboard. YouTube super chat cut. There we go. How much money does YouTube take from super chats? YouTube basically agrees to pay 70% of ellipsis. Okay. Does YouTube take 30%? Okay, yeah, YouTube takes 30% as far as I'm aware, and then Apple will also take a cut if you pay via an Apple thing. So even then, you barely get anything. Oh well, at least, you know, at least half of your money is presumably going to the... I mean, if you're in an agency, you probably get even less, but I guess that's one of the concessions you have to make. Oh well. Google makes piddly sound so fancy in definition. Yes, trivial and trifling. I have a family member who likes to use very, very eloquent language right next to, like, net slang. Maybe I'll teach them that word. Oh boy. They'll say something like, "Mother, may I please use the lavatory?" Not talking like that. I mean, they are British, obviously, but... "Mother, may I please use the lavatory?" And then it'll go right back to calling something scrunkly. Who are you? Where did you learn to speak like this? And why is it rubbed off on me slightly? Was it my fault? No! I've ruined this person's vocabulary forever! I'm sorry. Piddly? Yes, piddly. Super chat cuts are so high. I've heard that if you go through Streamlabs, you get the, like, far more of the money. Does Streamlabs take a cut? I don't like Streamlabs after they had drama with OBS. Simplifying it so much. They had drama with OBS, and I don't think I like them for that. Once again, I was thinking of opening kind of Streamlabs donations, but I kind of want to wait until I feel like I've earned... I don't want to be straight out of debut, 2 days into my new life as a VTuber, and already being like, "Your credit card. Hand it over." I don't want to be that kind of person. Like, no shame to anybody who does that. If you feel like that's right for you, then, like, go off, make that coin. But I feel like that's a milestone that I want to be hitting, and then things happen. Oh well. Streamlabs had trouble with everyone over time. I mean, the more, you know, things you string together, YouTube and Streamlabs and whatever, just the more complicated it gets. I was thinking of streaming with Streamlabs, but I'm glad I picked up OBS, because apparently Streamlabs does take a lot more, what's the word? GPU? RAM? BIOS? I don't know computers. I did computer science a while ago, and I still barely know how to fix the printer. It's funny. I'm good. No, I ran out of water and now I'm dehydrated and dying. I don't want to leave. I could get water, but oh well. So they're a loquacious sesquipedalian. I'm disappointed. I thought I could trust you. I thought you were a professional. I want a refund. Oh no. I know a lot of very strange people, but honestly, you know, I'm a strange person, let's be honest. I turned a chatting stream into an impromptu karaoke. I don't know how I did. Also, I don't actually think impromptu. How do you say it?
Impromptu.
Impromptu. I said it right. Yeah. I did it. I'm so proud of me. They grow up so fast. Normal is boring. I understand that. I was a little bit worried about my debut yesterday, where it's like, am I just kind of doing the same things everyone else is doing? Am I taking too much inspiration from this person, or whatever? But I think it went well for what it was. There were a lot of slides that got cut in the PowerPoint presentation. I was thinking of doing a likes and a dislikes thing, and I started listing out, oh, what do I like? And it was not anything that wasn't already covered by, like, hobbies or favorites or whatever. Yeah, you know, Clara, we know you like to sing. We know you like Hollow Stars. Tell us something we don't know. Did you just do a Cali girl? There's a reason she does it. Ugh. Can't believe this. It's like a different form of clearing one's throat. It's a bit like that. It makes sense that, you know, it can't be an uncommon thing to do that. Oh well. Turning gaming streams into Zatsudans and Zatsudans into karaoke streams is common, don't worry. Okay, that's good to hear. But one day I would like to do a proper, you know, a real boys karaoke stream. It will all be Hololive songs. I'm sorry. I can't wait to see how many copyright claims I get on that. How many copyright claims can you get at once? Getting your channel banned, RTA any percent. Well, you won't get banned for that, but we do jest. We do a little jesting in this house. No, that's the fighting with sticks on horses thing, isn't it? I have horses. No, that's jousting. I'm thinking of I'm thinking of jousting. We do joust, don't we? You know, everyone likes to think that if they were in a fighting anime, they'd have a cool sword, but I'm just gonna have like a long, pointy jousting stick. Maximizing the number of copyright claims. Surely the maximum number of copyright claims is however many you can fit into 12 hours worth of video, because I think YouTube says that's the most that you can upload at once. I know that live streams, because I was looking this up, because I was like, what was it? Why do people split 24-hour streams into 3 parts? It's because you can't stream for longer than 12, no, you can stream for longer than 12 hours, but it won't be archived past 12 hours. So you want to, you know, you're not going to be able to end bang on 12 hours. So you want to split it up into 3 sets of 8, I believe. Yeah. You know, one of the Holostars is doing a 24-hour stream tomorrow. I'd probably be watching the entire thing if I didn't also have a stream. My greatest fear right now is, like, luckily because time zones, I think I'm going to be able to avoid it for the most part. But worst fear is, like, what if Astel is doing unarchived karaoke and I have to stream? It could happen. That man is made of chaos. He's incredible. I respect him very much. He's got the voice of an angel. He is truly a visionary, but he is terrifying and he scares me. I think we're about the same. I think... How tall is Astel Leda? Because I think he's shorter. Oh, he's a little bit taller than me. I'm 154 centimeters. Did I say that at debut? I feel like I must... Did I? Okay, well, we have Clara's official height. It's 154 centimeters. He's 158, so he's about... How much is 4? It's not that much. He's not that much taller than me. Is Izuru-san shorter? Sorry, I should be looking this up on my own time. But you know, it's content. Oh, he's way taller than me. Oh, can't believe this. A lot of people call me short. That's what the wings are for. That's what the wings are for, so I can just kind of, you know, whoop. I mean, I can, you know, the thing about my wings is that maybe the reason my back always hurts is because they've got to be connected to my spine somehow. I think they're connected vaguely through my shoulder blades, but I don't think that's how the human body is meant to work. Astel or Muna unarchived karaoke's could happen at any time. There is no predicting it. What is it with these star-themed VTuber? That's gonna be me, isn't it? Oh. Oh no. Oh no! Ah yes, I am proud to announce on my 3rd day of VTubing, 48-hour karaoke stream. No, Astel literally did a 24-hour karaoke stream. I envy this man. That is the dream. You just uncovered a hidden truth. I don't know if Suisse does it. I'll be honest, I don't really watch any of the Hololive girls. I'm too far into the Holostars pit. Oh no. When they, you know, my justification was, I only have room in my heart for 9, and then they announced they're getting 3 more members, and I'm like, maybe I can free up some space. You know, I don't need friends. My friends are on the internet. It's a bit sad, really. I don't know. Oh god, I said I wasn't going to talk about Hollow Stars, and then half of this has been Hollow Stars talk. I'm sorry. Shouldn't that, like, decimate their throat? He did it. I was not around to catch Astel's legendary 24-hour karaoke stream, but apparently he didn't sound that bad. It was unarchived! The man, he didn't even archive it. He's insane, I love it. He couldn't archive it because of copyright issues, so it's just lost footage now. But apparently he didn't actually sound that bad by the end of it, from the secondhand accounts I've heard. And also, Norbedu did a 24-hour Zatsudan once, which it is archived, but I haven't watched it because I don't trust myself to be able to enjoy it with my very limited Japanese knowledge. I feel like that's definitely one of the things where it's way more fun to watch live. Just, you know, you go to bed, Robedu is streaming, you wake up, he's still streaming. One day I'll do a 12-hour stream or something, and they'll be like, Clara was streaming when I went to bed. I woke up. Clara's still streaming. I went to work. She's still doing it. I don't even know what she's doing anymore. How did she sing Just Follow Stars for 24 hours? It's a 4-minute song! Shouldn't that, like, decimate their throat? Yeah, I would imagine they were instructed, you know, don't talk for the next 2 days, please. I'm gonna make sure I take vocal rest on the, when I have that thing on the 4th and the 5th, or the 5th and the 6th, 4th and the 5th, yes, 4th and the 5th. My schedule, I'll post a schedule, my next schedule after the 2nd probably, or on the 2nd, I'm not sure. I'll figure it out, but, I've already started planning, but I'm just trying to figure things out. I'm gonna see how this week goes. I'm not gonna be doing, like, everyday streams forever, but I do want to be... I think the baseline I've set for myself is no less than 3 a week. I want to, you know, right now I want to be getting a lot of content out there just so my channel doesn't look quite as empty. It's a little bit sad if you go on my channel page. Beep. Oh, wait, no. Oh, thank God, I was worried the thing, the cover was gonna play. No, I've been so careful! That's already up to 45 views, isn't that nice? Ah. Let's see. Yeah, my channel, if you go on the videos tab, it just looks a little bit sad. There's 5 things, and one of them is right now. Why is the chat stream... It's meant to be in chronological order. Why is the chat stream only in front of the debut PV and nothing else? I don't understand. Hold on, I want to check the order of my videos. Yeah, I think the thing about when you upload videos on YouTube, it sorts them on your channel, I believe, based on, like, I have no evidence for this, but I think it's based on when you create, like, the event or the video or something. So I made sure to create the waiting room for the debut stream. Like, this was all when it was private. I made sure to make the thing for the debut stream, and then for Kukiyomi, and then I uploaded the cover. I made sure to do it in that order, because I was a little bit concerned if I upload the cover before I make the waiting room for the debut stream, it's gonna look like I did the cover and then I debuted. Which, you know, it probably works for someone, but that's not what I'm about. How have I been here for 2 hours? Maybe I should go! You also make boop noises when you click on something, it's not just me. It's more fun that way. I really like just nice sound design. I guess everyone likes nice sound design. You know that old clicky sound you'd used to get in... I've used a lot of old computers. We used to, you know... I think at one point... I swear this was in 2017 or whatever, but we... At one point I was kind of reduced to, oh, I only have Windows XP. Alright, but it's got like a really nice, like, kind of clicky sound. I love that. I think my clicky sound comes, like the sound of my mouse. Is this ASMR? We'll never know. I think that sounds nicer I think that sounds nicer to you than it does to me. The way that, it's processing the audio. Wow, magical. Look at me knowing what I'm talking about. It's a lie. It's all a lie. What is this? Just... gorgeous. Does that count as ASMR? I don't have, like, a mic that can do it. I don't really see the appeal of ASMR, so I doubt I'd ever do it, but maybe one day I'll change my mind. I can't rule anything out. I know sometimes ASMR tends to get a little bit weird, but, you know. If it was just, you know... The only ASMR I could ever think of would be POV, we're hiding from a murderer or something. And I'm just like, yeah, this ain't a great situation. This ain't a great situation, sis. That's the only thing I can think of. Whispering isn't actually very good for your voice, so I try to avoid it, especially right now. If I'm doing 2-3 hour, I'm playing, what is it? Katamari, there we go. I remembered when I saw the Katamari. Yeah. I'm playing Katamari Damacy Reroll tomorrow. It's not relevant, but I hope you join me. I do get a little bit worried. Well, you know. I've been a little bit concerned. What do I play for my debut week? It needs to be something that's got that SEO, baby! But then I saw that Katamari Damacy was on sale. You know, on Steam sale, and I just kind of, oh, I want to play that. I'll do that. Yeah. I was thinking of playing that power washing game. Whatever it's called. Power Wash Simulator. Come on, you can do this. I was thinking of playing Power Wash Simulator. I might do that at some point. I should probably buy it before the Steam sale ends. I shouldn't waste money. I need to be fiscally responsible. I'll buy it in the new year, then it won't be in the same month that I bought all the rest of my garbage. Well, my family knew that I was going to be doing... I mean, obviously my family knows that I'm doing VTuber stuff. But they got me a lot of... they got me a lot of equipment. We didn't really do Christmas this year, but for Christmas, in case of emergency, break out the Endurance Jump King stream. Yeah, for Christmas I got, what was it? I got brought over a monitor we weren't using from, one of my parents' houses. Also, my parents kind of joined forces and they bought me a new Nintendo Switch, which I'm very happy for. Because we have a family Switch, but I don't want to be using a family Switch if I'm streaming. Just for, you know, privacy reasons and whatnot. I don't want to expose my family and their terrible gaming habits. So, you know, I've been playing... Oh god, when did I get into Splatoon? I think... right after... When did... Splatoon... I want to say July... No, it was June. It was June. It was June 2017. So... God, that would have only been like... a month since I started existing. I didn't realize how close everything was. I got Splatoon 2 and a Switch combo on launch day, and that became the family Switch. But it was the one that's, it wasn't a physical copy, it was a download copy, so I can't play it on my new one. Oh well. I mean, I'm very fortunate in that I'm at the position where my family is able to just say, here you go, a Nintendo Switch. It's not the OLED one, it's the classic one. Classic? Normal. Here it is. I set it up this afternoon. There we go. I need to get the online thing working. I'll try connecting it to my family account, and then it won't work. Oh well. Clara born a month ago confirmed. No, it was... Splatoon 2 didn't come out a month ago. Splatoon 3. I will buy Splatoon 3. Also, I might be mixing up like birthday and Christmas here, because honestly, time is a circle. I've completely lost track of time since like March last year for very obvious reasons. So I might be mistaking birthday gifts I got in like in May with Christmas gifts I got this year. Or last year, honestly. Nothing means anything anymore. When did I get this thing? When did I get that thing? Did I buy that for myself? I have no memory of this. That's my stretchy noise. I know my real... Can you hear that? I think someone's running some water upstairs. Not just like on the floor. Don't worry. If something dripped down onto my PC, I would cry. No, not in the fans! Ugh. I'm not... Listen, it's part of my charm. You called me Pon. You all called me Pon. If you don't want me to be Pon, I can be not Pon. I can't. I'm sorry. That's a lie. I shouldn't be dishonest. I shouldn't deceive people like that. Please forgive me. Here, what? Okay. I don't know if I've got noise cancelling thing on my microphone. Noise suppression. There we go. Oh, I don't. Oh, it just... So it didn't pick up. Okay. I get a little worried if people can hear, like, bam, 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 walkie sounds or whatever. The toilets in this house are very loud. Kind of aggressive, weirdly. But, you know, if it got really bad, I would just mute the microphone for like a good 20 seconds. It's okay. Yeah. This house is probably haunted, and that's alright. I would go and open the door, but then people would get confused. I thought you were streaming! Where are you going? Yeah. I kind of like to confine myself to my office while I'm streaming. What's your favorite game on the Switch so far? This is my thinking sound. Yeah, I played a lot of Splatoon 2 back in the day. And then I got really into Animal Crossing just like everyone else did. But I'm one of those people with a really bad habit of deleting Animal Crossing towns. On the 31st, in 2 days from now, actually I'm going to be... I got the physical version of Animal Crossing New Horizons, so I'm gonna be starting a new island. I'm gonna have to think of names for that. If you have any good name suggestions, my marshmallow is always open. It's probably gonna be called, like, Hanasaki or something, because it's called having a problem. Yeah. What was it? I'm gonna start a new island. I'm gonna have 4 hours until midnight when that stream starts, and I'm gonna try rushing through to get the resident services building open, so I can celebrate New Year's when New Year's hits, because it'll be on the 31st. I mean, it won't be New Year's for all of you, because I'm presuming most of you are American. But it'll be New Year's for me, and that's what counts. And if suddenly you hear an explosion in the distance of my microphone picking it up, it's probably going to be fireworks. I don't actually know if we do fireworks around here. I'm not sure. I'm a country girl, so, you know, just because I don't talk like this, or whatever. I'm a country girl with a weird accent. I like going to the big city or whatever, but I can't really because I can't drive. I mean, you know, the weird thing about passport photos are a nightmare because everyone thinks that the ears are accessory. And I'm just like, no, you can pull them as hard as you want, please don't. You can pull them as hard as you want, they will not come off. Sometimes I get in trouble for that at school as well. Normally I've got my wings under, like, you know, I put my wings like this, hide it under a backpack, don't worry about it, you can't see them. I've got in trouble several times. Normally, you know, my school uniform has, like, really long skirts. Like, not like the delinquent style, but that you see in, like, anime or whatever, but, like, that kind of length. We got really long skirts, very flowy. So normally, you know, just tuck the tail under there, tuck the wings under, like, a bag or, you know, a jumper or something. You know, I'm in the UK, so we wear uniform. I'm one of those sick forms that wears uniforms as well. Do not delete me, Island could be a good name. That doesn't fit in the character limit, for one. Also, that's just gonna make me, you know, more likely to delete it, probably. Well, that's not cute at all. Delete, restart. Yeah, there's a lot of I can't just go outside. I mean, you know, for obvious reasons, but I can't just go outside looking like this. You know. I get a lot of... Oh, is your hair dyed? Nope, it's naturally like this. That's the whole thing. I don't know why it goes, like, lighter at the ends. I did not... you know, it's not bleached or whatever. Sometimes, I do like messing with my hair. I have dyed my hair in the past. I used to... What was it? One time I did it purple at the ends, and I had it curled really nicely. I know a very nice hairdresser. A stylist. I used to dye my eyelashes as well, but that's a whole thing. Do you also hide the ears? Have you tried pressing down on your ears like this? You can't see. Have you tried pressing down on your side ears? Side ears. It sounds so ridiculous when I'm talking about like normal people. No, it's like, how do I describe it? For the ears, it's like if you just were wearing like really tight headphones or something. You know, they will move if I'm like emoting or whatever, but that's not really sustainable, you know? So it's like, we deal with it. I wear hair accessories to kind of offset it, so they're not as, you'd think they'll bring attention to it, but you know, normally I go to school, I've got like a hairband on or something. I have the same hairband I've had since I was year 11, I want to say? I don't remember. School was weird for me because, you know, I didn't really know anything, so I kind of had to do a crash course in all school subjects over the course of like a year. Side ears sounds like a slur. Kimono mimi called normies. It's just, because otherwise, human ears and horse ears sounds cumbersome. Human ears and Pegasus ears sounds pretentious. Top ears and side ears sounds, you know what I mean. I'm sure, I mean, cat boys will relate? I don't know where that came from. If I saw someone with a tail, animal ears, or wings, I'd ask to touch them. At least you have the common courtesy to ask. Literally. No, literally. If I'm not, like, if they're not folded up behind my back, people will just kind of, like, pat the wings. And that would be great if, you know, if I knew you. Like, please. Sir, this is a bus stop. Also, you know, the thing about, you wouldn't think that you would have to really do anything special with like having a tail, but since it's a horse tail, it's basically just like more hair coming out of my back, which sounds terrible. But the thing about that is, you know when it's like really windy outside and your hair is blowing everywhere and you can't see? People with long hair will understand. People with short hair will laugh. If you have long hair and you go outside and it's just like all in your face. My tail is longer than my head hair, so it's just a nightmare. Did you see that meme that went around a while ago with different cat person ear combinations? Side cat ears and top of head human ears are cursed. Oh god, aren't you glad? Aren't you glad I don't look like that? You're welcome. At least I'm cute. I might be a biological nightmare, but at least I'm cute. There are a lot of things wrong with my body. I'm lucky that none of them, you know, intrude on streaming or whatever. There are a lot of things wrong with my body and my brain. I'm just glad to, you know, that at the point that I can laugh at them, honestly. What are you doing? What's this? What are you... Canada? No, that just sounds like I said Canada. Canada. Body. You can do this. Go on. Ring Fit will probably be good for me. Got to do that back straightening stretch. I played Ring Fit before, by the way. I played a lot of... If I'm playing a Switch game for the next few weeks, I've probably played it before. Just like on the family Switch. No, Ring Fit's going to be good for me, because I have been kind of stationary the past... I've been getting ready for debut, so it's been kind of 8-hour days at the computer. Edit the PV, edit the MV, draw the art, make the overlays, sob. What was I saying? No, yeah, I was talking about the fun it is having a horsetail. Think about horsetails. If I'm wearing it like outside a skirt, honestly, if I'm wearing it inside a skirt, or like if I'm wearing jeans or something. But the thing about jeans is like, I have people in my family who know textile stuff. A lot of my clothes have been altered. Oh, it's such a pain. Normally, that's why, let me just, yeah, you can see my tail is inside my skirt. That's because it's it's an absolute just pain to have to, what's the word, tailor things so that I can, you know, put the tail through. The human clothes were not built for, I'm just too good for them. No, but the thing is, like, if it's a windy day, my tail just goes everywhere, so normally I braid it. So, but I make sure to straighten it out, because otherwise it, like, goes all wavy and weird. Like, not wavy in a cute way, just wavy in a weird, funky way that I don't like. It just, and also, you know when, like, a girl sits down and the skirt kind of goes just, like, woof everywhere? Yeah, that also happens, you know, with my tail, so I gotta be, you know, the braid helps with that. Also, sometimes it gets snagged on stuff, and it's just like, ah! Oh god, I went around a corner in a supermarket and I got caught on something. I'm really lucky I haven't had, like, more terrible run-ins with that. Oh, thank goodness. But yeah, it's not something I can really hide. If I'm wearing a long skirt, then maybe. But also the thing with wings is, like, I can't always wear them under a jumper or something. Because imagine keeping your arms or your legs or something, like, bunched up to your body all day. I can't handle this. They need to stretch at some point. It's a part of me. It feels fatigue. I've been over this. When will people understand? Oh. It's an absolute nightmare dealing with this. Dealing with a world that was not meant for you. Getting a fluffy tail snagged in on something sounds nightmarish. I feel like I've got it worse than most people though, because my tail's made of strands, it's not like a solid mass. It's only got a few bones in it. You might not know, horsetails do have bones in them, but like just at the base or whatever. It's a whole thing. Don't worry about it. Keeping the tail in your skirt or pants also avoids the risk of gum in the hair. I'm very lucky that hasn't happened to me yet. Yeah, sing it out loud. How has it not happened? I've never tried keeping it inside my trousers or something though. I don't really wear trousers. I'll wear jeans every now and then. I prefer skirts just for like mobility. Because denim jeans are very restrictive. I like being able to stretch my leggy. Maybe I'll get a second outfit one day and I can show you, you know, my proper, what's the word? Fashion sense. Because I designed this myself, but it's not like I go around every day wearing this. This is my streaming outfit. This is, you know, if I'm walking around the house in this, you know, Clara's getting ready to talk into a microphone for 2.5 hours. What? I really hope no one upstairs is trying to sleep right now. I gotta go have fun with the chatting stream. It was really fun. I'll be sure to tune in again. Thank you. I'm glad people didn't just completely abandon me post-debut. I've heard kind of horror stories of, you know, oh, I hit so many viewers during debut and then they all left. I'm just grateful that I'm not streaming to, like, no one. The view count today has been consistently above 10, which I was not expecting. I was expecting 3 people to show up. One of them being me, honestly. I'm just very glad that people are still sticking around, even if I have just been talking for 2 hours about things that matter very little to very few people. I should probably get going too at some point, but you know what? Talking is fun. And I should get water, actually. Oh, but the kitchen's really far away. And I don't want to get cloakroom water. Ugh. I don't know why, I'm just picky. I'm not tired. I've got a nightmarish sleep schedule. I woke up at like 1 in the afternoon this morning, and last night I went to bed at about 4 a.m. Now, the thing about it is, my office is really far from my bedroom. It's all in, you know, the same building or whatever. But we have a very long house. I will not be elaborating. Just get a water dispenser for your desk. That would be actually, you know, you'd be able to hear when it goes like bloop, 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 bloop when I'm putting the water in. That'll be fun. You'd probably need to plug it into something, and I don't have any plug sockets around here. I'm using all of them for computer, 2 monitors, and then Switch is plugged in, I think, because I'm trying to make sure it's charged for, what day is the 31st? I know it's the 31st, but I don't know. Wednesday? Friday! Oh, New Year's on Friday. That's a good day for New Year's to be. I didn't realize that Christmas and New Year's were always on the same day until I did, which I don't remember when that was. I think it was this year. I was like, what? Oh, that's incredible! Whoever designed this system really knows their stuff, huh? The stream has been plenty of fun just listening to your random thoughts. I'm glad people enjoy just listening to Clara ramble. I'm one of those annoying people who likes to talk about themselves a lot. I'm trying to get better. You know, I try to be a good listener. But sometimes, you know, you just need to talk at people, not to people, at people. I'm glad I've been, you know, entertaining background noise for some of you. If I say all, that's gonna sound very presumptuous. So for an amount of you, at the very least. What? Maybe not talking. Maybe just making mouth sounds for 2.5 hours. I got here late as well. I got here 2 minutes late. I was talking to someone on the other side of the house, and I didn't bring my phone with me because I use it for my... I had it plugged into my computer because it's my camera. Let me get close to my phone. No, it doesn't really. That's not how this works. Yay! Your voice and your vibe are pleasant to listen to. I don't know if I would describe myself as having a pleasant voice, but I'm glad someone at least thinks that, you know. I don't know if I'm being realistic or if I can't take compliments. Probably a small amount of both. I'm terrible at taking compliments. People call me cute and I'm just like, ah! Meanwhile, I think that's cute when my Oshis do it. Oh no. Seeing things from an outside perspective and actually experiencing them from a first-person perspective are very different. The things you learn. There are some things you really can't understand about VTubing until you start doing VTubing. Or, you know, probably YouTube in general. Or probably most things in life. I don't know. I don't have a lot of life experience. I think you have a nice voice as well. Thank you. I don't have a high-pitched anime girl voice. Yay! Let's do a Zapsadan! I'm just slowly... Whenever I do high-pitched voice, it just slowly morphs into, you know, Victorian orphan. I'm just here to sweep the chimney, sir. I don't have a good laugh either. Some people I know have really good laughs, and then when I had a habit of trying not to laugh loud for a while, you know, back when I first started school about 3-4 years ago. I don't remember how long it was between like getting here and starting education. It was a whole thing. Adoption comes first. Do you know how much of a nightmare it is to get admitted into a school when you haven't really existed for, you know, the better half of the year? I don't know how I did it. What was I talking about? Brain bad. Yeah, no. I don't have a good laugh because I try to stifle it a lot. So most of the time, if I laugh at something, I'll just go like a pig falling over or something. Yeah. But I am trying to make it, you know, more audibly not terrible. So that's something at least. I mean, I like playing around with my voice as well, but this is, I don't think I'm doing a voice, like doing a voice, quote unquote. I know some VTubers try to, just for like, consistency? That's not the word I'm looking for. For whatever reason, I don't blame them. Some VTubers just like to speak differently than the way that they speak outside of streams, while they're on streams. Honestly, like, more power to them. If you can keep that up for like 3 hours a day, I'm impressed. Yo, you get all these things of like, oh, ex-VTuber, real voice comes out. Ooh. And it's just, no, she's not using a voice changer. So, she was already speaking in a real voice, come on. Ugh. It's a mess. But I don't think I'm doing like a voice any more than I'm just enunciating a little bit more because I'm not talking to myself. You know, I'll talk to myself just because I'm a weirdo or whatever. But when I am talking to people, I count this as talking to people. Human beings are listening to this. When I am talking to people, I do try to make sure that my speech is clearer than, you know, if I'm just talking to this, it sounds like this is not very good. For the roleplay, immersion, getting into character, maybe for some people. Everyone's got a, a slightly different view on how they do VTubing. Yeah, everyone's different at the end of the day. How you tackle something completely, there aren't really any set rules for VTubing, and that's probably for the best. Ah. A normal yawn for a normal person. Indeed, you're doing great. Great yawn, Clara. Oh, you love to hear it. So I just think I don't want there to be dead air, so my brain automatically goes. I am trying to stretch my back. I have a bad habit of leaning forward while I'm streaming, so my back hurts a little bit. And the aforementioned thing about how my body is broken and wrong. I should really go see a doctor. I've got like it's a whole thing. Doctors would probably be very, very confused by me. But how you can hear with the where are your ear canals? How does your spine extend so far that you can have horsetail? I don't know. I'm not from here. Ah yes, the shrimp posture. This would work a lot better if I had a 3D model and you could see just I'm putting my little hands up like shrimpy. Shrimps don't have hands, you moron. This is a mess. This is an absolute mess. Ugh. Listen, I'm being myself. People say be yourself, and if you can't handle me at my you don't deserve me at my I don't know what my best counts as in this situation. I have no idea. And with that, I think I should probably get going. It's been 2.5 hours. Goodness. I am gonna drink water and rest my voice. And once again, apologize to everyone who is living with me. You're telling me a shrimp fried this rice? Based? Based on what? I'm gonna be honest, I'm the kind of person who would probably say that. Apartment complex? I find it quite simple, actually. So I'm just thinking of a Hollow Stars meme I saw with those, No, I'm not. Don't name names. Don't name names. Nobody knows. I don't want to be known as Clara the Hollow Stars fan. I want to be known as Clara the VTuber. Come on. We can do this. Yeah, okay. I'm going to... I'm a head out, as the kids say. I think. Let me just... Shush. Turn the background music off so I know that it's really time to get going. Well then. Thank you for joining me tonight, talking about the cover and assorted things. If you could go, loop that 20 times. Not to be like that. If you would like to listen to it again, that would mean a lot to me. I've been getting a lot of support recently. I'm very happy about that. Tomorrow I will be back at 9 p.m. No, yes, 9 p.m. GMT. It's on my schedule. You can... Approximately 22.5 hours from now, as this is live, approximately 22.5 hours from now, I'll be playing Katamari Damacy. I might go for the full story, because apparently it only takes 4 hours to beat, if you're not being a completionist about it. I might not. We have no idea. I don't know why I speak in the third person. Just being very extra, I suppose. Yep, I'll be back approximately this time tomorrow. Thank you for listening to rambling. Just all of the rambling. Maybe I should get a real VTuber real VTuber outro. If I say I have an idea. I'm gonna steal every VTuber's outro. There we go. Have a good night, everyone. Or afternoon, I guess, for most of you. Have a good rest of the day. Otsukurara! Look at me being a real VTuber. I did it!